a different position. What's going on, Mr. Nolan?
Should I go like this?
Yeah, we should have gotten you Benjamin's steering wheel, and you could have stuck it over there on the dashboard. We have a little bit of a change here. Driving, we have Miss Megan. Thank you very much.
Hey, I know you.
And Nolan, you get to be a passenger today.
What?
That is amazing. And why is that? It's because we have not had the pleasure to hear your story of how you have been hooked up and how you got hooked up and affiliated with A Touch of Understanding. So, can you share that with us? Because we're so happy that you're here today, because it's just like, yay, we finally get to hear Nolan's story.
Yeah. It's not a fantastic story. I don't think it's... But I actually heard through A2U through Craigslist.
Through what?
Craigslist.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Best thing we ever got on Craigslist.
Yes.
That's okay. I got Cody off Craigslist.
Oh, yeah. So I was in the market to look for another job, and so I came across A Touch of Understanding. From the time I researched the program online, and from the time I went to the first workshop, I really understood the impact that it had on the students. And, being able to see it firsthand was a lot more impactful than reading about it or hearing about it.
Exactly.
But once I went to the first workshop, I saw the power that it had, and, being able and letting the students explore all the different tools that we bring, right? Okay. And so they actually get to understand why they work, especially for a student like me. I was very hands-on. I wanted to touch things. I wanted to feel things. I want to understand how they work.
Right.
And I think this gives the perfect channel for students to do that, to explore and ask questions and figure out how everything works.
And what is your role? So what do you actually do with A Touch of Understanding?
I am the youth force coordinator. Okay. And so I plan monthly events for kids with disabilities, and we have a group of volunteer high school students that are typically developing, and they come in and they're great buddies for our youth force members. And so we go whitewater rafting, we go bowling, we go mini golfing, you name it. Whatever the kids decide to do, I help make that happen.
Didn't a youth force do some kind of a special event for Shriners? They were gathering
board games.
Board games? Okay. Yeah. And they were giving those to them, what, at Christmas time?
No, it was just a good gesture. It was not around a particular time or anything. But we thought that we wanted to help out local organizations, and when we heard about Shriners, we asked them for a wish list, and so they were able to give it to us, and we decided that we wanted to give board games to their patients. Okay. And so they did a board game drive where they were able to get their family members and classmates to donate board games, but they thought that was not enough. They wanted to do more. Okay. So they hosted several different third-party fundraisers to raise more money. Okay. And they raised an additional $600 to buy more board games to donate to Shriners.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, that sounds like a real success. Well, we are so grateful for all the work and the time and the dedication that you put forth with A Touch of Understanding over the last 3+ years. Yep. Because it's been pretty amazing. I know that soon that's going to change, but we are so grateful for everything that you have done to make it a positive experience for not only the children that we work with and serve, but all the team members at ATOU, and you would be sorely missed. But I want Miss Megan to give us another fun fact about she could share about you.
Another fun fact. Okay.
Well, I was gonna. Nolan eats all of his burgers in a circular fashion.
Okay.
Because all the good stuff is in the middle. I mean, really, when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. And I don't know why the rest of us aren't eating our burgers or sandwiches.
You guys are getting it wrong.
In a circular fashion. But yeah, so Nolan eats everything going around versus
straight. Yeah.
Yeah, straight across.
So, and since we've turned the roles here a little bit, do you have a joke for Nolan, since he's usually the one telling jokes?
Yes. What do you call a magical dog?
Magical dog. I don't know what.
A labracadabrador.
I get it. That's a good
Oh
one.
my gosh. Oh, that is insane. So we're going to switch now to the 5-second rule because we're going to do a couple of those. With how this goes, I'm going to ask a question, and Nolan's going to have 5 seconds to answer it. And then I'm going to ask a question of Megan, and she'll have 5 seconds. And if they answer within the 5 seconds, then they get a point. So if they don't, no point. So, all right, Nolan. And so I will start that one because I'll start it. I'm going to ask you a quick question. I want you to name 3 things that are black.
My slacks, that car, and Gee, that's hard.
Oops. Okay.
The sign.
Okay, the sign. Okay, Megan, are you ready?
Okay.
Name 3 things you can find in the kitchen.
A whisk, a pitcher, and a spoon.
Ah, very good. Okay, so you get a point. All right, Mr. Nolan, I got another one for you.
Okay.
Name 3 words that start with A.
Apple, alligator, anticipation.
Oh, very good. So you get a point. Very good. All right, now reset that.
I'm on the board.
Let's reset that. Okay. All right. Megan, you ready?
Yep.
Name 3 kinds of weather.
Foggy, sunny, thunderstorm.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. Well, now, Nolan, there's one last thing that I think that, we want to highlight here, but I've heard there's a rumor that there's a question that you ask a lot of our volunteers when you first meet them.
Yes.
Okay, and so what is that question that you ask them?
So I always ask any of our new volunteers or potential staff members that come on board, one of the things I always ask is if you could go to a different restaurant to get the perfect burger, fries, and the milkshake, where would you go without doubling up on your restaurants?
So then I think what we'll do is we're going to ask that question of you. But here's the answer. Ready?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That was magic. How'd you do that?
Wow. So where is your favorite meal from?
Well, what we have here is a sourdough jack from Jack in the Box, my favorite McDonald's French fries, and Taylor's milkshake.
And where's Taylor's?
It's in Loomis.
Okay.
Right off of Taylor Street.
All right. And that's because the founder, his last name was Taylor.
Oh, fun fact.
It is a fun fact.
This is the best day of my life. I've been waiting this moment forever. I talk about this all the time, but this is the first time I actually went out to get all the items.
Oh, really?
Or
so
it
you have
magically
never
appeared in my
done
items.
it? Oh, my goodness. Okay, and you've got a milkshake. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that, Nolan. That's pretty special.
Thank you.
And now you can have lunch.
Yep. Enjoy.
Okay.